So, good morning. Welcome to the Unitarian Universalist Congregation of Salem. We're so glad you're here in the sanctuary, either in person or online. Let's take a moment and turn to one of the cameras, any camera you'd like to, and give a little wave out to the folks online. Good morning. Joel gave a nice smile. Thank you, Joel. There you go. So I'm Sara Pickett, your homilist today. Bob Muir is our celebrant. Marcia Christensen is leading us in hymns and special music. Pam Pritchard, who was right here, there she is going to lead us in a lovely dance that will inspire hope and in our souls and hearts. Eric Schumann is here as Lifeline lay minister with Kimber. Say hi, Kimber. Kimber's still recovering from Christmas, obviously. That's how we all feel. That's good. That's good, Kimber. Corin Navarez is our tech table, as is Lorianne Schmidt. Craig Rowland is leading the coffee team today, which afterwards there's going to be a brunch, which you're all welcome to attend. And you'll be greeted by our friendly hosts. And here we are. Here we are. So we gather as a community of seekers, all of us carrying questions and searching for meaning and inspiration to help us live lives of meaning. We gather to wonder at life's mysteries, express our gratitude for life's gifts, and grieve together during life's hardships. We gather to be of service, to give and receive care, and to help each other learn and grow. You are welcome just as you are. Whatever beliefs sustain you, whomever you love, however you understand and express your identity, and in all the ways you are still becoming the person you are. We are worshiping as an all-ages community today, and we know that there are a range of ages here who have different needs for movement, different needs for quiet, and different ways of being present. So please feel free to change your location in the sanctuary to support your ability to join in worship. You can also, if need be, go to the little cozy corner in the fellowship hall where you can watch the service on the monitor and play with various activities. And I think there may be a basket with little fidgets as well. I'm not sure. If so, we will pass them around as want to. Notice that in your printed order of service, you have a little piece of paper, hopefully. Does anybody not have a piece of paper? Do we have extra? Should we need to? No? Great. On this little piece of paper, later on in the service, you will write something down that you want to get rid of for 2025. And then you will dissolve it. You will come up and dissolve it in this bowl of water here that we have. Today, we look to inspire hope for the new year through song, dance, words, and being in community together. With hope, we can foster love, resist as we need, and nurture new positive growth. And now, take a deep breath in and out. Know that you are here and nowhere else. Let us enter into a time of worship together. Please rise in body and voice or in spirit to join in singing our gathering hymn, number 6, Just as Long as I Have Breath.
Please join me now as we recite our affirmation together. The words are projected on the screen behind me or in your order of service. Love is our doctrine. Compassion is our way. Here we seek to create a joyful home for free religious exploration, build a community of caring fellowship, nurture the hopes, and serve the needs of our world. In each worship service, we light 3 chalices to acknowledge our relationships. Thank you, Sarah. The first is for the Unitarian Universalist congregation here. The second is for the Unitarian congregation of our sister church in Siemanfalva, Transylvania. And the last is for the children of this congregation and the children of the world everywhere. Now please join me in singing these flames into life.
Rise up, O flame, by thy light glowing, show to us beauty, vision, and joy.
So some of you may have attended the Dances of Universal Peace, which is an activity that occurs twice a month here at the UU. So some of you will be familiar with what we're doing, and if not, you'll experience something new with singing and movement. So those of you who are able, I'd like you to go ahead and move to the aisle around the seats and make an arc that extends all the way in front of the doors. And you can hold hands to kind of distribute this arc equally. And those of you who are unable to do that, you can sing and make movements from. So let's all walk. So go ahead and you guys go ahead and step all the way back and fill in this place. And so if those of you on this side could move, take steps to join this line, and also you all kind of equalize this space. Yeah, it looks like mainly that side will be coming around. Yeah. Okay, wonderful. So many spiritual traditions and social justice movements embrace the concept that when we gather, when we congregate, when we commune with each other, there is an enhancement of hope, of strength, of our abilities, and of love. And this particular song speaks to that. The words are, whenever two or more are gathered in the name of love, there is love. So if you could repeat after me, whenever two or more are gathered in the name of love, there is love. So I'm going to teach this song. In the dances, it's an oral tradition of teaching music. And I'll go ahead and sing the whole thing through for you once, and then we'll learn the song and the movements. And I'll drum a beat for those of you who are rhythmic so you can kind of hear the rhythm. Just give me whenever two or more are gathered in the name of love. Whenever two or more are gathered in the name of love. Whenever two or more are gathered in the name of love, there is love. There is love. So the first line, I'll just sing it and then have you join in. Whenever two or more are gathered in the name of love. Repeat. Whenever two or more are gathered in the name of love. Let's sing that once again. Whenever two or more are gathered in the name of love. So the next line, that line repeats. We sing it twice, and then the third line is a little bit different. I'll sing it and then have you repeat it. Whenever two or more are gathered in the name of love. Sing with me. Whenever two or more are gathered in the name of love. Again. Whenever two or more are gathered in the name of love. Listen, there is love. Join me. There is love. So let's sing it all the way through. Whenever two or more are gathered in the name of love. Whenever two or more are gathered in the name of love. Whenever two or more are gathered in the name of love, there is love. There is love. So on this first line, we're going to form little circles, and you can hold hands with one other person or two other persons. We're going to kind of, face a person and hold their hands. It could be 3 people holding hands. Just spontaneously figure out who you're going to be with. It could be 5 people holding hands, but we want to form a small circle. So it might be just 2 of you holding hands. If it's, it could just be 2 of you holding hands together. Great, great. So is everybody holding hands with someone? So, and it's a time for communing, I can see. So, as we sing, we're going to be circling clockwise, and let's just practice that. So the beat, 1, 2. Whenever 2 or more are gathered in the name of love. Now, this is an opportunity to find another, change your partners. So one of you can leave the circle, grab someone else. You can split your circles. Go ahead and try changing circles. One of you leave and go to another circle if you can. Can one of you switch? Yeah, just switch to another circle. And then, and if in changing circles, you are left alone, then just pretend to be dancing with someone. Imagine it's someone beloved to you, either living or not living. So if you end up alone, just create someone to circle with. Okay, let's do it again. Whenever 2 or more are gathered in the name of love. Okay, one more opportunity to switch out. See if you can change your circle a little bit. Move to another circle. Yes, it's joyous chaos. And then we're going to do it one more time. Whenever 2 or more are gathered in the name of love. Now, on the last of love, on this particular one, we're going to stretch out and hold hands all together. So let's go ahead and do that. And we're going to walk forward and backwards. So go ahead and hold hands. Wonderful. So it looks like there is love. There is love. So we're going to slow this down a little bit to begin with, and then we're going to do it about 4 times through. So we're going to start really slow. Whenever, well, go ahead and form little circles now. Form your little circle. Form your little partnerships or circles. Is that very narrow back there? Some of you guys may come over here. Yeah, we do 3. Yes, thank you. We're going to be doing the 3 small circles on the whenever 2 or more are gathered in the name of love. And then on there is love, we hold hands and walk in and out. And we go back and forth. But we're going to go really slow to begin with to give you a chance to change your circles if you'd like. Okay, ready to turn in the circle? You'll turn clockwise. So I'll go ahead and whenever 2 or more are gathered in the name of love. Change circles. Whenever 2 or more are gathered in the name of of love. Change circles if you want to. Whenever two or more are gathered in the
name of
form a line holding hands. There is love. There is love. Form a little circle. Go ahead and form the circle. Whenever two or more are gathered in the name of love. Another circle. Whenever two or more are gathered in the name of love. Again, another circle. Whenever two or more are gathered in the name, form one line. There is love. There is love. We're going to pick it up just a little bit for the. Whenever two or more are gathered in the name of love. Another circle. Whenever two or more are gathered in the name of love. Again, another circle. Whenever two or more are gathered in the name of one big line. There is love. There is love. Once more. When circles more are gathered in the name of love. Another circle. Whenever two or more are gathered in the name of love. Again, another circle. Whenever two or more are gathered in the name of love, there is love. There is love. The there is love part one more time. There is love. There is love. Beautiful. And may our sense of interconnectedness and the power that that brings come with us through the new year.
Thank you, Pam. That was lovely.
Oops. I'm on a tight leash here.
Good morning. I'm Eric Schumann, one of your Lifelines lay ministers. And for those of you who don't know, we are members of the congregation who are here for care and support in times of your need. And if you'd like to reach us, there's contact information in the order of service. And we also staff a Lifelines lay ministry table, which is in Hanneman Hall, just inside those sliding doors. So each week when we gather for worship, we share the joys and sorrows of members of our congregation. And as I read them, we'll be lighting a candle to symbolize the truth that we share and to remind us of what we hold together brings more of the light and of understanding and compassion to each of us. So we have several sorrows and one joy to share today. First one is from Dave Lindley. My sister-in-law is currently in an emergency department and awaiting a room in a nearby hospital for recovery. From the Rollader family. Our mom was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer. We hope she can spend quality time with us as long as she can on this earth. From Tom Lansfield. Petra Berger, who was a former member of this congregation, died in mid-December. She and her husband Mike were active members here 7 to 10 years ago until they moved to Prineville in Central Oregon. And a joy from Red and Michael Jewell. Today is our Pop's 76th birthday, and we thought it would be nice if everyone could say happy birthday. So, happy birthday. We light one final candle, and that candle is for a joy, for a sorrow that you or I may have that we didn't want read or expressed publicly, but is within our hearts.
Fostering compassion and gratitude for how you care for yourself can only spill over into the caring for others. We have just done some singing and moving, 2 guaranteed methods for promoting a sense of hope. Taking a daily pause for quiet, through it be meditation, prayer, or just being in the moment without having to solve anything, can also help, as can reciting a mantra or prayer. Let us recite the loving kindness meditation. I will say a line and you repeat. May I be filled with loving kindness.
May I be filled with loving kindness.
May I be well.
May I be well.
May I be peaceful and at ease.
May I be peaceful and at ease.
May I be happy.
May I be happy.
May you be filled with loving kindness.
May you be filled with loving kindness.
May you be well.
May you be well.
May you be peaceful and at ease.
May you be peaceful and at ease.
May you be happy.
May you be happy.
May everyone be filled with loving kindness.
May everyone be filled with loving kindness.
May everyone be well.
May everyone be well.
May everyone be peaceful and at ease.
May everyone be peaceful and at ease.
May everyone be happy.
May everyone be happy.
Thank you.
We will sing this together. There's 4 verses, and let's just sing them all. Number 168 in the gray hymnal. One more step, we will take one more step, till there is peace for us, and everyone will take one more
Good morning. I'd like to share a reading this morning entitled Hope is a Choice by Francois Matarasso. The sun is shining on frosty grass. Stillness lies everywhere this morning. It's the start of a new year for human beings, at least. And I'm grateful for this beauty. January is for new beginnings, and never have I felt more in need of one. My internal and external worlds have been close to collapse for much too long. A turn of the calendar cannot change that, but it offers a moment to rethink how I might respond to the dangers and uncertainties on all sides. Over centuries, philosophers have interpreted hope in contradictory ways. Is hope an illusion that encourages passivity and submission, or a resource with which to face adversity and build solutions? I wrote about Rebecca Solnit's distinction between hope and optimism in the final chapter of A Restless Heart. Optimists, she says, like pessimists, believe that they know what will happen. Hope, by contrast, accepts uncertainty and with it the possibility of working to influence what comes next. Hope is not a feeling. It is a choice acted upon, built day by day in what we do and how we do it. That doesn't make it self-fulfilling, but wise choices and actions increase the probability of outcomes we want. Hope is empowering when we see it as a reason and energy to work toward a better future. War, climate change, and political injustice are not swept away by hope, but it can strengthen anyone working for better alternatives. It is because 2025 dawns on a world facing an intimidating raft of crises and threats that hope is a vital choice.
Well, here we are, the end of December, the end of 2025. Some might say this year has zipped by. Others may say it has slogged on, one thing happening after another to the point of feeling overwhelmed and wondering what is the point. As with every turn of December to January, there is hope in the human heart that the next year will be better. We will be better, do better, that the world will be better, that all the work we have done will come to fruition and that we will be in a better place. There is hope. And yet, we can't completely know the future. But still, the choice of hope is out there, asking us to notice it. Hope is a decision, and one has to do things to keep it growing. It needs light, water, good food, nature, connections. We give our plants these things to keep them alive and thriving, but sometimes there is so much happening in life that we forget to nurture ourselves in the same manner. Sometimes an action we do, something like working in the garden, seeing new growth on a fallow willow tree, shows us inspiration of how nothing ever completely dies. In the movie Enchanted April, there's a delightful story of someone placing a walking stick in the ground where they wanted an oleander tree to be planted. As the story goes, the stick was left there, the original plan forgotten, and yet the next spring, there were sprouts coming off the stick. And, wait for it, it was an oleander bush. New life coming out of seemingly dead sticks. For each death, there is a rebirth. Something is always growing, developing, changing. How many times have you heard of a loved one passing away and then soon afterwards you hear of a birth of a baby? Reincarnation? Well, not necessarily. That is up to you and your belief system. But isn't it intriguing how something dies and something else starts to grow? There is hope in that. Another way to look at that is how, for example, you lose a job and are feeling hopeless, but you just keep showing up in life, taking one breath, one step at a time, and then suddenly it seems new shows up in your life and you are able to start again, anew, and possibly in a job that is a better fit for you. I know that's happened to me with jobs. I have lost positions that devastated me and left me feeling a failure and unworthy of being able to do anything. But after a little time, doing some self-reflection of both my desires, abilities, and options, focusing on the journey of life rather than specific milestones, being open to whatever came my way, I was able to find renewed hope in both my abilities, and I allowed new experiences, which included new growth and new jobs, which were meaningful. As Albert Camus is quoted as saying, "In the depth of winter, I finally learned that within me there lay an invincible summer, and that makes me happy. For it says that no matter how hard the world pushes back against me, within me there is something stronger, something better, pushing right back." This past year has been hard for many people. I know it's been hard for me. The sense of chaos, the apparent fear-mongering, the tendency towards division amongst each other instead of collaboration. It can all become too much to deal with on a daily basis and can make one feel hopeless and as though there is no point anymore. And yet, experiences can happen that bring a glimmer of light, a reminder of the caring humanity has for each other. And with that comes hope and a renewal for wanting to keep going, that change can occur and that we can be part of it. Have you ever heard the phrase, "look for the glimmers in life"? The idea of counteracting cynicism through spreading positive gossip, noticing the successes within yourself and in others. Recently, I had an experience at work where I thought I was just doing my job and my actions were nothing unusual. I do groups with different topics and activities and purposes, and sometimes I have to ask for supplies to be bought to accomplish the activity for a group. One of the participants in my group was having a birthday coming up, and they asked if we could do this certain activity. Seemed simple enough to me, so I said sure, and asked for the needed supplies, which, although they might seem ordinary to you or I, in a hospital setting, special permission was needed. I was given the green light to go forward, which I did, and got ready for the group, still thinking that what we were doing was not that big of a deal. Well, the activity was a huge success. The participant was so excited that something they wanted to do had been possible and that this was the best birthday ever. I was pleased that they had noticed it so much, but was still feeling nonchalant about the whole thing. I did decide to thank my supervisor for getting the supplies and letting them know how much the client appreciated the experience. Again, in my mind, I didn't do this to get a result. I just did it so they would know the activity had gone well. It was the reply back that blew me away. In telling the simple story, I had brought tears to my supervisor's eyes. That in the daily organizational business of saying yes and no to requests, I had brought in the human factor, the reason why we are all here and doing the work that we do. Hearing that, I too was like, oh, yeah, that is right. And I was reminded of how the seemingly simplest gestures can have the deepest impacts when they touch our hearts, our souls. And that these experiences can often happen when we aren't striving for them. We are just interacting with each other as caring human beings. I felt renewed after that day, renewed hope, that in a system that at times doesn't appear to have a lot of hope, hope can be inspired by simple, caring gestures. So keep going. And that idea can affect not only me as an individual or in a workplace, but can also affect a community, a country, the world. The important task we have ahead is to inspire hope in a system that doesn't seem to have a lot at the moment, but do it anyway. The difference you make may change the world. Now comes the time when we bring up our piece of paper that we have written something on that we want to let go of from 2025. It might be frustration, anger, hopelessness. It might be a relationship, an activity, always needing to be in control. Write it down. And then put it in this communal bowl of water. Watch while the paper and with your concerns dissolves away. And you might need to use the sacred spoon to help with that. If you like, you may share your what you wrote or not. Both ways are okay, and we'll let go of what is bothering you. As you walk back to your seat, take a piece of paper that offers suggestions for inspiring hope for 2026. Take it home and allow yourself time to reflect on which one speaks to you. Or maybe they all do. Or maybe you can think of another. See what awakens within you that you would like to foster in the coming year.
The internet so much.
Sleeplessness and brightly colored sweet, salty, and crunchy treats.
Take it, take it. Isn't that great? Isn't that amazing? Isn't that fun? Thank you. I think that tingling of the against the spoon against the bowl was really nice, wasn't it? That was lovely. So as we pause a moment to reflect on what we let go of and notice how we are welcoming hope into our lives, listen to these words by Mary Ann Byron. Make peace with whatever is happening in your life right now. Acceptance and surrender to the present moment gives us a newfound sense of inner peace, which gently expands, radiating outwards, sending positive energy into the world, drawing all good things towards us, and creating opportunities for wonderful new and endless possibilities within our lives and the lives of all. Let us now end with a meditative song led by Marcia.
When I breathe in, I'll breathe in peace. When I breathe out, I'll breathe out love. When I breathe in, I'll breathe in peace. When I breathe out, I'll breathe out love. When I breathe in, I'll breathe in peace. When I breathe out, I'll breathe out love. When I breathe in, I'll breathe in peace. When I breathe out, I'll breathe out love.
Our gifts support the various ministries of this congregation. We also assist the charitable work of the Salem community by giving non-perishable foods or money to the Marion Polk Food Share. Your food gifts are collected in the little red wagon that's being brought forward now. Also, each month, a portion of our gifts goes to another local charity or program. And this month, we share the plate with the Interfaith Movement for Immigrant Justice, an organization that accompanies and equips faith communities such as ours to advance immigrant justice by accompanying immigrants facing detention and deportation, policy advocacy at the state, local, and national levels, and prophetic action. Baskets will now be passed through the congregation for those wishing to donate by cash or check to these ministries. Checks should be made payable to UUCS. Offerings can also be made at the Donate tab on the webpage, uusalem.org. Thank you for your support.
I would like to share with you a song this morning called Levy Do. It's actually a Welsh New Year carol. And what I love about this song, I want to explain a little bit of the imagery. Once upon a time, there were some pagans in Wales that had a practice, this well where a magic goddess lived, and the children on New Year's Day would stick little sticks in there, and they would sprinkle the doors of all the people in the village, right? Well, along come the Roman Catholics, right? Well, it's like this. How can we make this fit? Well, the Catholics have something called a sprinkling rite, which is where there's holy water is sprinkled on people during certain times of the year. It's a ritual. And they have the Virgin Mary. And so, presto, we have this marrying of these two cultures so that everybody could get along and everybody could share this sprinkling practice for whatever you wanted to make it out of. I love that. That's what I love about folk songs and finding these stories. And then my beloved, other people like him too, Benjamin Britten set this beautiful tune. I can't tell you what Levy Do means because the scholars are still arguing about that. Is it Welsh? Is it French? Is it Roman? Is it Latin? I don't know. Does it matter? But this is a song to welcome the new year. Here we bring new water from the well so clear, for to worship God with this happy new year. Sing levy-do, sing levy-do, the water and the wine, the 7 bright gold wires, and the bugles that do shine. Now those 7 bright gold wires come from the book of Revelation, and they represent the harps, the golden harps, and the golden trumpets in heaven. You can see how these guys came together. It's great. Singing rain, a fair maid with gold upon her toe. Open you the west door and turn the old year go. Sing levy-do, sing levy-do, the water and the wine, the 7 bright gold wires, and the bugles that do shine. Seeing rain, a fair maid with gold upon her chin. Open you the east door and let the new year in. Sing levy-do, sing levy-do, the water and the wine, the 7 bright gold wires, and the bugles that
Thanks, Marcia. Would you please now join me in saying the words of giving thanks? They are printed in your order of service, may be projected on the wall behind me. To the work of this congregation, which is weaving a tapestry of love and action, we dedicate our many gifts, including these offerings. Now, as we end our gathering today, we light our social justice lantern. This lighting of this lantern is a reminder that we carry our light into the world as service to others. And with that choice, we are comfortable in releasing the flames of these 3 chalices we lit, hoping our work will help make a better world.
Right, well, in case you have nothing to do in the next few minutes, first off, please be sure and join us for a light brunch. Craig has made a lovely egg dish. I brought some stolen. Barbara and Bob brought some yummy things to eat after the service. And then, other things that are happening today at 12, I believe. We're still having the Queer Alliance at 12. Corin is nodding his head, their head. Okay, good. So that's occurring today. Next week, or things to be aware of, the Spirit of Life meditation group is occurring every Tuesday at 6:30. The office will be closed on January 1st. Other things happening in November, no, sorry. We don't want to do November again, do we? January. The women's retreat, there's a one-day women's retreat on the 10th. Ask Barbara or I if you have any questions, or simply show up at 10 o'clock. It'd be fabulous. We'd love to have you. January 11th, there is Lifelines. The Lifelines group is doing a Matters of Life and Death planning. The following Sunday, they also will be doing another estate planning, legacy-type planning group, which would be good to go to. There's also going to be a benefit concert for the ICE detentions. There's a lot going on. There's also one thing that's not listed here, but if you're interested, on January 13th, a Tuesday, we're going to start a book group about reading. We're reading The Tribal Histories of Willamette Valley by David Lewis. And if you're interested in that, several people have signed up. If you're interested in that, either email connections@uusalem.org or contact me, and I'll be sure and get you the link for that. And also in January, at the end of January, January 24th, mark on your calendars that we will have our memorial service for Lorna Youngs at 1 o'clock. Besides that, I wish you all a happy and peaceful new year. Thank you.
All right, y'all. This song requires that you rise in body or spirit. If you rise in body, bring your spirit with you, because I want to hear your voices. We're going to do this number 118, This Little Light of Mine. Some of you probably know this song really well. I want to hear singing out. I want to hear harmonies. We're going to be dancing. The rhythm's going to go by pretty fast, so keep up. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Everywhere I go, light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. All right, you're going out 2026, let your light shine.
Would you believe that's the very first song I ever learned in a church? While you remain risen, I invite you to join me in saying our closing words, which appear on the screen and in your order of service. And as you wish, you can join hands with those near you, or touch elbows, or simply gesture to one another. May faith in the spirit of life, hope for the community of earth, and love for the sacred in one another be ours now and in all the days to come. Blessed be.